So here we are in 2022, start of a new year. Still some tinsel left to take down, so we'll do that later today. But time to talk about some of the things we had over Christmas. Some of the things that were bought for me by my nearest and dearest, and some things that were sent to me by supporters of the channel. There's also a small matter of a logo change that we'll get into as well. I'm Andy, and welcome to the English Watch. This channel is about me and my watch collecting journey, an amateur enthusiast with an eye for detail, helping like-minded individuals like you start your watch collecting journey. Now, if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe. Now, I've also started a Patreon page, which I'm not expecting people to rush to, but it's just something I'm playing with at the moment. And it may be some of these things that we talk about in a second, I'll put on there as some giveaways, just to get myself started. Anyway, before we get on, let's talk about that logo. So we've been going since April 2020, and when I started I had the Union flag, so all the countries of the United Kingdom, which are England, Scotland, Wales and Northern Ireland, all combined in the Union flag. Called myself the English Watch, but I guess I only did that because we had Scottish watches. I thought, why not English watches? Now in terms of the flag, do you know what, I just tried it with both. My ability to use Photoshop at the time was pretty limited, so we got what we got. Anyway, roll forward, I don't know, nearly 2 years, and I've been dabbling a bit more and thinking about branding and all those things that shouldn't really matter, but I had an idle moment, so I thought, let's give the logo another go. And this is what we came up with. It's the St George's Cross, you know, the flag of England. I've made it slightly bulged in the middle. Now, bigger companies would have spent millions of pounds and gone to focus groups to get that bulging just right. I just sort of moved the slider a little bit and, you know, it looked about right. I've had pretty good feedback so far, so we're going to stick with this for now. We don't want to do these things too often, do we, at the end of the day? Might have to change the old mug. So maybe with the Patreon thing, I can get some branded goods put on there. We'll see. I'm not going to rush into anything anytime soon. Anyway. Gifts. So before we start, the watch I've been wearing all over Christmas, probably the last 2 weeks, is the Submariner. So my Submariner date, now £1,000 more expensive than when I bought it, albeit with a model change as well, due to those recent changes in prices, which I think I'm going to save for another video. So just hold that thought. But what I did get is I did get another watch from my good lady, and it's a Swatch, and you'll probably guess exactly what it is because it's got Woodstock on there, who missing from the Silver Snoopy Award, so go and watch that video that I put together. I did a little bit of a rendering about where Woodstock would have been better placed. Anyway, so here we have a Swatch that's got the Swiss flag, it's got Snoopy's kennel, Snoopy all over the black strap, and a bit of Woodstock just for good measure, just sitting on top of the kennel. Now this watch is 34mm, which is a bit small, but they did have some bigger ones, and although my wife, she's probably not thought too long and hard about watch sizes, this one is as a gift and as a bit of a novelty, I think it's quite interesting. And you could argue that some of the 41mm, call them novelty watches, are a bit too big. So let's just strap it on and acquaint ourselves with my newest watch in the collection. It's always nice to get a new watch. Now with all these Swatches, the silicone band they come on are dead comfy and dead compliant. Now I've not taken the little plastic bit off, but you can see that there. It is small, 34mm, but it's a bit of fun. I won't wear it too often because it's a gift. Keep it in the box alongside my other Swatch, my 007 Q edition, the original one, not the latest one. So they're my 2 Swatch watch collection. Starts now. Fantastic. Right, now the other things I was sent were from a company called Blushark, who are an American-based strap company. Started by a chap called Joe in 2015. Usual story about trying to look for good value but good quality watch straps. And they reached out and sent me some products. So I thought, yeah, why not? Why not indeed? That's what this is a watch channel. So let's share my experiences. So what we're going to do, we're going to jump to the desk. Now I've got a strap for my Apple Watch, which I'm sure will tip a lot of you guys over the edge. But the other ones are about 20mm. So we're going to try them on the Speedmaster, which is the obvious choice. Okay, here we have the lineup that I've been sent. So the first one here, this is the Apple Watch silicon rally strap. So it's a silicon rubber. It's got black on one side, yellow on the other side. A bit of contrasting yellow stitch. It's got the perforations that you'd expect from a rally strap, although they don't go all the way through. As you can see, it's got the Blushark logo sort of embossed on the inside there. So these are sort of fake rally holes effectively. But it is fitted with the space grey adapters, which obviously match my watch, which is good. Now the one good thing about these straps is it does have a quick release here, so what you can do is fit it to any 22mm watch. Doesn't have to be on an Apple Watch, so that's pretty groovy. On the buckle side, you've got a PVD or some sort of coated black steel buckle. Pretty substantial, a couple of moving keepers. So this rally strap, this one is usually retailing about $26, but I believe now it's selling for $10, obviously plus shipping and taxes. And $10 for this, that's the bargain, isn't it? Really, if you're looking for a bit of a lift for your Apple Watch and you don't want to pay 50 plus for what Apple are offering, which are good to be fair, but $10, go for it. Right, okay, so it has made the watch a bit more substantial. This is a big strap, so there's lots of spare length left. I mean, I've got a 6 3/4 inch wrist, so for people with bigger wrists, then you'd be fine. With smaller wrists, maybe not so much. But it's given the watch a bit more presence, I guess, and it's quite sporty. Maybe it'll get some service. We'll see. Anyway, let's move on. Right then, so NATOs. Now there's 3 NATOs here. This one here, which is they call it the Nautilus. Now this is a single pass. It's in desert khaki. Now single pass just means that it doesn't have that extra piece of material that the other ones tend to have. So it's just a single pass through. This one retails about $28. This one here is called the Alpha Premier. Now the colour combo they've called is Rayburn, but it's like an orange and black stripe with a silvery finish. Now this one feels quite luxurious, as it should do, because this one is $36, so this one feels really, really nice. Third NATO we have is the Alpha Sharks. This is their original seatbelt style. Not quite as silky as this one, or as supple, but nonetheless still feels really nice in the hand. Now one thing to note about all of these is the hardware is very similar. This one's got a bit of a beveling to the shoulders of the keepers. All the buckles are engraved with Blushark, as you can just about pick out, and they're very good quality, very substantial. Now the keepers on the other two, these have got a bit more of a rounded affair, maybe a bit more traditional. But again, the stitching's pretty well executed and they feel pretty nice, so let's go for it. Again, the old buckle at buckle at 12 o'clock. Right, so here we have the Khaki. So not too much of the strap left over, so just about right enough, well, just about right for my wrist, and just enough to tuck in behind. Now interestingly, the buckle is a bit rotated around, which isn't a massive deal, and I guess it just means you're not going to bash it too often on the desk. But I think this colour combo is nice. I like it. Right, let's try it on the Alpha Premier. So again, Speedies, everything looks good on the Speedmaster. This one does feel quite a bit nicer than, not quite a bit nicer, but it just feels, I don't know, just softer and lovelier. Let's use the word lovely. Silky. If you can deal with a colour combo, they do other ones obviously. It's obviously because it's got this second piece, it's got that piece of metal there that this one doesn't have, but I guess that balances it off nicely. Again, the buckles are rotated round, but that's no big deal. Again, only a little bit of a tail there to tuck in. So there you go. This is the $36 Alpha Premier Rayburn. Okay, this one is the Alpha Shark in Arctic Silver, the blue stripe. So $32. Now this material, they call it their original seatbelt style. It feels a bit stiffer than the Premier, but also a bit meatier. So it just feels like it's never going to fall to pieces. So it does feel pretty substantial. I think this one will need a bit of a break-in period if you're going to wear it regularly. So it does tend to flare up and gap a little bit, whereas this one is far more conforming, due to the nature of its weave. And obviously this one, because it is only a single piece, then there's no problem at all. So this one, say, does feel substantial. I think colour combo wise, not so keen. It's not too bad, but there are other ones you can try. Interesting. Right, and then finally, orange. Right, let's go. Right, so this one is a Kadura strap. So it's a bit like I guess a sailcloth type material. Now the Silver Snoopy does come on a Kadura strap, so hopefully the material choice is not too bad. I mean, I'd said send me an orange one just for a laugh. That is backed with a bit of a, I guess, a bit of a nubuck. Whether, I don't know if it's genuine or otherwise, but it feels quite nice under thumb. But it also has quick release, which is great. So there you go, orange. Now my son is a massive Lando Norris fan, so he's a big supporter of McLaren Formula 1. So I think he's not having the watch, but I think there might be an old watch that I've got that's 20mm that this strap might go quite nicely on. Now, I mean, colour aside, actually it doesn't look too bad. This is really stiff. It's like, I'm not going to say like cardboard because that's disrespectful, but I can't physically bend that underneath to get into that first keeper. So, whereas, Christ, I can't even get it off now. The previous, this one needs a bit of breaking in. This one, crikey Moses, I think I'm going to have to be doing some proper bending on it just to get it to conform a little bit. Yeah. Now, this is the only Kadura strap I've got, so it's difficult to make a comparison, but I can't imagine the genuine Omega, or I think you can get this one on the Tudor ceramic. I can't imagine they're that stiff. Now this one is $26, so again, it's not going. You're not going to break the bank unless it's your last $26. But nonetheless, I'm going to have to do a bit of work on this one. Interesting. Anyway, there you go. So after a bit of wiggling and wobbling, I did actually manage to get this one to behave. I actually quite like it. I think this colour is quite interesting. So yeah, nice. It does need a bit more breaking in, but yeah, I like it. Tell me what you think. So I hope you enjoyed that little review of the Blushark straps. I think, yeah, these seatbelt ones are pretty good. Feel nice. The hardware is pretty nice. Substantial. Don't look like they're going to give you any problems. And I think this khaki one on the Speedmaster is pretty fetching. Colour as much as anything else, but I do like the fact that there's no secondary passover on the strap, so it keeps it quite slim. I think this Kadura one, we'll see. Maybe that one goes in the giveaway. I don't know. Maybe a bit too funky for me. Well, certainly in January anyway. Maybe in I don't know, July or August it will get seen. You never know. Anyway, I hope 2022 turns out to be a fantastic year for all of you guys. I'm looking forward to some collaboration with people that reached out to me. I'm not one for reaching out to too many people because I've got a busy life, I've got a busy job, I've got a home life to contend with as well. So there's no chance of me rushing around doing all sorts of wonderful things with all the watch celebrities out there. I might try and get to one of the Red Bar events. I think the most local one to me is probably Bristol, which is a shame. There doesn't seem to be much going on in the Midlands, in the UK anyway. Maybe that will change. So maybe if I see any of you guys there, just tap me on the shoulder and say hi. That'd be really nice. Anyway, for now, I'm Andy. This has been The English Watch. Take care, and I'll see you soon. Bye for now.